Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel, your home for crypto news and interviews. Big news to share with you guys. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse was interviewed by the folks at CNBC. He said the settlement for the lawsuit will most likely happen next year. So nothing's happening this year. I want to break that down. He's also talked about how Ripple and XRP are doing very well from an adoption standpoint, despite the SEC lawsuit. So once again, lots to break down there. He also had some interesting comments about Dogecoin, saying it's not good for the crypto market. And I know a lot of Doge fans are going to be upset by this, but I'll break down what he had to say. Ironically, Elon Musk was kind of arguing with CZ Binance, CZ, the CEO of Binance, on Twitter about a Dogecoin wallet issue with Binance. So CZ goes on Yahoo Finance and kind of brings the fire and says, yeah, we're trying to fix it. It's not our issue. But guess what? A bunch of Tesla cars got recalled. So there's a bit of Twitter drama with Elon and CZ. I want to break it all down. And then Regal Cinemas is game theory playing out here. Regal Cinemas is going to accept crypto. Who did it first? AMC. I'm going to break it down for you guys. Before we get to it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin charges low fees. You can also stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. There are no fees charged for staking. So be sure to sign up with OKCoin. Link in the description. Not much happening for the Bitcoin price, guys. We're still in that corrective phase, as I've been sharing with you guys the Bitcoin weekly chart. And as you can see here, we had a strong red candle last week and a weak red candle this week, that's because the price bounced a bit. That's good. So we had our significant pullback, which was needed from a healthy standpoint. You're retesting price levels, and then you're going to build support levels and bounce off of that to new higher highs. And remember, Bitcoin will pump and then the rest of the market will follow, right? Altcoins will follow Bitcoin's pump. Once Bitcoin completed its pump, then you have alt season. Now, here's some different charts by TechDev, who's a great analyst. He said 3 Bitcoin models I'm currently tracking. Next few weeks will be revealing. Models useful for confluence, but secondary to spotting top with indicators whenever it comes. First is showing, it looks like the logarithmic or log chart, model using 2017's bull run movement of Bitcoin. You can see it's very much on track with the current price movements. Now, that doesn't mean it will continue this way. It could deviate, right? So I want to make sure I share that with you guys. But the idea is we want to look at these different models and see where are we at. Are we seeing similar patterns? Use the data, the analytics, the trends, right? Not our feelings, not our biases, but rather what does the data say? Right now, this model is on track. Second is the log using a different, looks like a different tier of respective points. And you can see that is also on track using the 2017 Bitcoin bull run movements. And this one here is eerie, as I've said in a few videos before. The 1970s gold movement or fractal, man, Bitcoin is moving very similar to that. It is so eerie, but we'll see what happens. Like I say, this could deviate. It may not follow for the rest of the way, but that's why with investing, it is probability. There are no certainties. No one can say this is exactly going to happen. We'll see what happens, guys. I'm still expecting a 6-figure Bitcoin price. If that happens this year or it spills over into Q1 of 2022, we'll see what happens. But this is why we want to watch the models closely and then be ready for different scenarios, if that makes sense. So patience is the key here. All right, let's jump into the news. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse tweeted the following literally about a half an hour ago. Great to catch up with you, Dan Murphy at FTAD. Despite regulatory headwinds in the US, Ripple has had a blockbuster year with ODL expansion and MENA traction, and we are gearing up to hire a few hundred people next year to fuel our growth. Interesting. Also, he said, my personal views on Dogecoin aside, I think there will be many winners in this industry. I'm bullish on overall crypto momentum for 2022 with regulatory clarity and progress in the UK, Singapore, UAE, Japan, and others. Now, with that said, let me read some things that he had to say to the CNBC reporter in more detail. Here's the headline: Ripple seeing good progress in SEC case over XRP. Outcome expected next year. Guys, I think we got a breadcrumb here. He's hinting this is going to settle next year. So Garlinghouse said he expects the case, which centers on XRP, the world's 7th biggest cryptocurrency, will likely reach a conclusion next year. Here's a quote: "We're seeing a pretty good progress despite a slow-moving judicial process. Clearly, we're seeing good questions asked by the judge, and I think the judge realizes this is not just about Ripple. This will have broader implications." Wow, Garlinghouse said he is hopeful there would be a closure by next year. So, a couple of things here, guys. Ripple still doing very well as a company because they're global, and we see ODL, which uses XRP, is getting adoption globally, right? I just interviewed Ripple's Monica Long. We talked about this. If you haven't seen that interview, I'll put a link in the description. I will also be interviewing Ripple's Ashish Burla to talk about Liquidity Hub, David Schwartz to continue the conversations about federated sidechains. So more to come, but Ripple's seeing growth and they're getting adoption. We saw SBI Holdings launch ODL between Japan and Philippines, XRP being leveraged. Now you may say, well, dude, what about the price? Well, the price will follow. And obviously right now it's suppressed by this lawsuit. So you have to understand that. And you also have to understand Bitcoin has to pump, then alt season will follow. Now, Brad said, hey, I'm expecting settlement next year. Could we see settlement around the same time as alt season? Let's see what happens. Also, Brad's statements kind of make me think this lengthening cycle theory is legit, that things will spill over into Q1, Q2 of 2022. So I hope you guys caught those different points. Lengthening cycles, we may not see the big alt season this year, but maybe into Q1. Settlement is not happening this year. It's going to happen next year. I think clearly that's what he's saying. And that they continue to see growth worldwide. And then, he said, he kind of hinted towards regulatory clarity coming next year. And remember what I talked to you guys about yesterday. We have a lot of crypto CEOs are going to go meet with Congress December 8th. So it sounds like a lot of things are in line here for the market boom, and we might get crypto regulations which would like send us to the blow off top, right? Meaning higher prices, blow up top, and mania fade. So that's what it seems like is going on here. We will see what happens, but this makes me bullish. Now, Brad also said Dogecoin is not good for the crypto market. Oh man, he's going to have a lot of Dogecoin holders coming after him on Twitter. Good luck, Brad. But you guys know I don't hold Dogecoin. I don't hold meme coins. I did a whole video on Shiba Inu. I said, here are the pros and the cons, but I'm not touching it. If you want to mess with it, just realize it is the highest level of risk in the crypto market. It is going to the casino and throwing it on red or black, right? And here's some quotes from him. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says red hot inflation is creating tailwinds for Bitcoin and crypto sector, but has a warning for those tracking the meme token Dogecoin. I'm actually not convinced, somewhat controversially, I guess, that Dogecoin is good for the crypto market. Garlinghouse told CNBC moderated panel discussion at the FinTech Abu Dhabi event, which aired Tuesday. Dogecoin, a crypto, well, let me skip over this. He said it was built as a joke. Then it got some momentum from some high profile people like Elon Musk. I'm gonna put it out here, guys. If it wasn't for Elon Musk, Dogecoin would be irrelevant. Those of you holding Dogecoin, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but if it wasn't for Elon Musk, Dogecoin would be irrelevant. And if it wasn't for Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and all these others would be irrelevant. So Elon is the one to blame for this, and we're going to talk about him. Dogecoin has some inflationary dynamics itself that would make me reluctant to hold it. Brad is speaking to my heart here, my soul here, because I said this, guys. The risk, right? The supply, it is limitless. So anyway, I'm not hating on you if you hold Dogecoin and you are smart enough to know the market cycles and use that to make money. But I know a lot of new people to the market are going to get wasted, dude. They're going to get wrecked because they don't understand the market cycles. But hey, that's what it is. But for those of you who know better, Be careful, right? That's all I got to say. Be careful with the meme coins. Now, check this out. CoinDesk tweeted the following. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, CZ, is aiming for an improved perception by regulators and blah, blah, blah. So they tweeted that article. All of a sudden, Elon replied to that tweet thread. He said, hey, CZ, what's going on with Doge customers? Sounds shady. Wow. So Elon's coming after him, taking a shot, right? He didn't have to say sounds shady. He could have said, hey, what's going on? CZ says, Elon, we are pretty certain it is an issue with the latest Doge wallet. We are in communications with the devs. Apologies for any inconvenience that may have caused. And then he said, what happened here? Bring in the fire. He tweeted an article showing Tesla's software glitch prompts safety recall for nearly 12,000 US vehicles. CZ came back with a punch like, oh yeah, boom. Elon eventually replied, say, oh, blah, blah, blah. I was just raising on behalf of Doge holders. But Elon came on strong, but CZ came back with a fire. Funny enough, CZ went on Yahoo Finance, and he's like, I'm not aggressive by nature, but I also am not submissive or cowardly when it comes to defending our business. I view defending Binance as my job and defending the crypto industry as my life's mission. So he's like, yo, don't come at me like that, bro. I like CZ for doing that. CZ and Binance have had a lot of regulatory issues, which we reported on, but I like CZ as an entrepreneur. I respect the guy. I've interviewed him 2 times. He is a pretty nice, humble guy. So much respect to him. And I like that he came back at Elon, man. Don't try that, Elon. Elon, if you're listening, I still like you, man. I still want to interview you. All right, guys, let's move ahead. Regal Cinemas to accept crypto for tickets concessions. What have I been saying, my friends? As soon as AMC did this, what did I say? Game theory. The others will follow suit. One domino falls, the other will follow, because no one wants to get left behind. This is the new emerging asset class. You better get on board, you better innovate, or you will die. Just go look at what happened to Blockbuster. So moviegoers will be able to use Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and other digital currencies. I don't think I need to go further into this. It's pretty straightforward what we're seeing. And this is going to happen in other industries. It'll take maybe Amazon to make the move, then Google, or vice versa. We'll see what happens, right? Twitter is doing crypto tips. Watch Facebook come with something. Game theory. Study it. Finally, this is some interesting news. New OCC, FDIC, and Federal Reserve to publish clearer guidance on how banks and crypto can interact. That's what I'm saying. Brad's statements, the timeliness of this and Brad's statements where he's saying crypto regulations coming next year. He expects a settlement next year. Something is cooking up here, and the timing is interesting because we know we haven't seen that blow off top yet, and that blow off top is coming. So I think some timing is going to happen here where this is going to send the market going parabolic, bonkers. You're going to see mania and blow off top, and then a lot of people are going to make money. And that's why I'm here to make money. I know many of you are. And those of us who bought at the bottoms, the dips, and the bloody bear market, we will be rewarded. But like I said, patience. It will be a roller coaster ride on the way up, like it has historically. Up, down, up, down, up, down, right? So you got to have this in the back of your mind, how the market flows. So guys, bullish news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. If you found this video helpful, share it. Thank you, and I'll talk to you all later.